Real estate investing is an amazing opportunity to build wealth. One of the things you need to do is you need to work with a professional who can get you a yes answer from a bank. And one of the people that does that for me is Convoy Home Loans. And it is so important for us to keep our weekly streak going that we have Dustin taking this call from his car. I think that's just awesome. Thank you so much.
You got it. How you doing today, Mike?
I'm doing well. You know what I thought we'd do to kick off this year is I'd love to get some color on what your clients are doing, right? Because I know the world, people like to make it sound like the world is ending and nobody's doing anything. But you have a great book of business, and I just love to hear what your clients are seeing, feeling, what's going on. Are they pulling back, moving forward? What's going on?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it's any secret that we're in a purchase market. Not a lot of refis, and I'll touch on that in a little bit. But I'd say right now, close to 80, almost 90% of our business is purchases, um,
Yes.
which makes sense, right? But the thing that I've seen a lot of more recently is I'm getting a lot of calls and a lot of reach outs by either new or past clients that are stuck in a fix and flip that can't be flipped. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, John as well, there's so many calls a day where, look, I've got, a property that got 3 months ago, bought it for XYZ. Now it's worth ABC, right?
Right.
Comps are, well supporting of the value that I'm trying to sell it at, but I can't sell it. So now I need to
Right.
get into something long term. But a lot of the problems stem from there's always a seasonality requirement that lenders will have where, look, just because you did a bunch of rehab in the last 2 months doesn't mean that we're going to take the value of what it is
Yeah.
now. You're going to have to wait 6 months. You're going to have to wait a certain amount of time, maybe
Yeah.
3. But it's still putting the carrying costs for a lot of my clients, when they're getting hard money that's maybe 10, 11, 12%, which
Yeah.
is fair right now.
Yeah.
Those carrying costs, along with whatever you're paying to rehab, those start eating into, even if you do flip it, you're going to be lucky if you break even. So, I'm trying to, and as a result, the purchase inquiries that I get, a lot of them are for the purpose of, hey, I'm planning to buy it, renovate it, and flip it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to make sure that they understand, look, the market's completely different. And if
Yes.
you're going to go in with a margin that's maybe 20% of what you're getting in, make that,
Oh,
make it a lot higher because, as we've seen, like sellers have lost a lot of power. Sellers don't want to sell and buyers don't want to buy right now. So a fix and flip
yeah.
product or a fix and flip strategy is hard to make profitable in this market right now.
Yeah, and again, so a lot of people are doing hard money or private money, and they're looking to do a cash out refi into Fannie and Freddie. I don't know if you saw this, but Freddie is going to extend their seasoning to 12 months.
Exactly, point on point.
Oh, that's going to
And then
suck.
Freddie made it 12 months. Fannie's going to follow most likely.
Oh yeah, probably this week or yeah, probably.
Exactly. And, I think they came out in end of November, but we're going to see it starting February 1st. We've talked about this a couple of times. Their loan level price adjustments,
Yeah,
if
oh yeah.
anybody's looked at it for cash out refis, in most situations, if somebody's doing cash out, they're going to be above 70% loan to value. Okay.
Good.
And on the table, if you look at it, everything from 70%, 75 or 80% cash out is anywhere from like 1.75 to a 2.25 loan level,
Oh,
which is starting February 1st.
yeah,
And
that's
that
like
was
tomorrow. Yeah, it's crazy.
that was supposed to be a big, help for mortgage lenders and doing cash out refis to help refis. But with that in play, I mean, you can
Yeah.
expect refi apps even down more so than the 87%, whatever it was.
Exactly, down 87%. I called 75%. I thought I was aggressive. Who knew I was wrong? Oh
Yeah.
man, it's crazy. Hey, I had a conversation with Adrian Hernandez yesterday, a broker in Orange County, and
Yep.
he scared me yesterday.
You say.
He basically said the luxury market, which in Orange County is 2 million and above,
Okay.
is a disaster. Lots
Yeah.
of stacking inventory, days on market already over 100. And what that really means is some sellers are taking them off, but some sellers are finally giving up. And he gave me this example. There was a house that was listed for 2.8 million. It had a comp 2 doors down, solid comp, same this, same that, for $2.8 million. No buyers. The seller had to get out for liquidity reasons. They sold it for 2.1. 25% haircut. And again, I think luxury everywhere is in trouble. And I think there's going to be some amazing deals in luxury if you happen to be a buyer for that. But dude, the luxury market, it's going to be a disaster for 6 months, I think.
No, it's funny you brought that up. I have a pretty similar story for a client, and it stemmed over the last 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had one client that's been trying to get a luxury rental. This is kind of what he does. He buys luxury rentals, does short-term leases, etc. Mm-hmm. He's had one property that he's been engaging with the seller for about 5 months. And I want to say the first pre-approval I wrote for him back in August was for like 3.8 mil.
Okay.
Went under contract about a week and a half ago at 3 mil.
Oh,
he's been going back and forth. Now that's 5 months. It's not, I don't know. Yeah. Adrian's example may have been literally a week, but the fact that a property was basically under contract at 3.8 mil in August, fell out, went back in, I think in early December, we were at like 3.3. And then now again, we've dropped it down, almost basically with a 2 in front of it. Yeah. It is wild, right? Because, the luxury market, like you said, I don't think it's just Orange County or just LA.
I think it's everywhere. I think Manhattan, I've gotten data on Manhattan, transactions down 30%. And again, this hurts brokers, this hurts everyone. If you ever were in a market for a luxury property, your time is coming. There's going to be a lot, because again, days on inventory, there's not everybody's scared of the stock market. There's this, there's that. But if you're a seller in a luxury market, right? If you're in Orange County going for 2 to 3, this is not, if you don't have to sell, this is not the time to sell, because there's just no buyers. There's just nobody there.
I agree. I know you're trying to clean up. I am. Luxury, dip into the luxury, Fresno area, right?
Yeah. So my mark, I'm ecstatic. Based on my conversation with Adrian yesterday, I'm even going to be more aggressive. So in my market, just to give people color, my median price, we'll call it 400. I'm looking to buy multiple properties over 800 grand, which is stupid price in Fresno. But here's the deal. They have to be seller financed. We have to structure a deal in term that makes it easy for me to cash flow day one. Yep. I will buy as many of these as I can, and I will put 10% down. So I'm not even asking for, a 0% down deal. I'll put real skin in the game. But yeah, I'm even more ecstatic. I will buy Park Place and Boardwalk and maybe more. I don't know what else is up that board, Marvin Gardens or whatever else is on Monopoly board. I'm going to buy some luxury rentals in Fresno because of this, because I'll be the only buyer in town pretty soon.
No, and that's what we're kind of, I'm not saying only luxury, but from not only the one rental at a time community, but from our clients that are reaching out, and why we have still a decent volume in terms of business with the amount of purchases we're doing. It's because there's not as much competition. So all of the right now are not getting great deals. They're getting, comparatively in terms of the value a year ago, it's amazing deals.
It's a stupid deal. It's again, if I can, and here's the deal. In the 2 examples we just talked about, there was a $700,000 price adjustment. Yours was $800,000. Dude, Dustin, I will give the seller their price, but I will take my terms.
Yeah.
This is how the game is played. Well, Dustin, you're doing amazing things for one rental at a time community. Where would they reach out if they want to say, hey, here's my scenario. This is what I'm looking to do. Can you help me? How would they do that?
Yeah, just go to our website, convoyhomeloans.com. You can click a little ask question now, and you can just say that you're from ORAT. We got a little drop down for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dustin. Again, thank you for doing this with your car. I appreciate you staying on task and doing this weekly. Thanks, brother.
You got it.